Man, it's still early. Looks a little breezy out there on the water this morning. Man, it's been a journey. 7-hour ride through the crazy traffic in San Francisco last night. Finally here. If you guys are not familiar with the lake, I'm actually out in Nevada, Pyramid Lake. And I'm hoping to get a 20-pounder is my goal. A little windy out there, but I think a little whaley. Big shout out to Fisherman's Life for letting me use it. Let's go get him. Well, we finally got the boat in here. I was watching Fisherman's Life's video about a week ago, and I noticed one of his tips he gave on there, I don't know if you can see it, but the braid was like twisted. He had mentioned just letting a bunch out, let it free spool behind the boat and kind of troll it to straighten it out. So I'm just gonna do that before I put the lure on and start fishing. Just let out about 150 feet or so. I'm not gonna be fishing that deep or that far, so 150 feet should be probably pretty good. Actually got the line counter on here, so it tells me exactly how far I'm out. Let it go. Oh, it looks much better. Smooth. Now go get it. Nice. I'm over here setting up the rod, trying to show you my setup. Actually fishing out here today with Kevin. Got this crazy recipe I thought of, and so I'm hoping to catch at least one fish.
I think he's a little guy. I'm just gonna try and let him
to show you the recipe, and I've never tried it before, but it just sounds crazy good.
I'll just let him try to get off, huh? I think he's under 17.
And out here at Pyramid Lake, you're allowed 2 and 4 in possession. It's 2 per day, 17 to 20 inches. You can keep 2 of those, or you can keep 1 fish over 24 inches. So it's got a slot, but you can't have 2 over 24 inches in possession at a time.
I think.
It's a hot bite? Yeah, you can let that one go. Good fish.
You think he's 17? I think he's too close here.
Yeah, he's a keeper, but we're gonna let this one go. Want me to grab it?
If you don't mind.
Nice!
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hooked it right in the nose.
All right.
Nicely released, not touching the fish. If you handle especially trout, it takes off the slime coating on them, and it's hard to say if they survive it or they may swim back down, but maybe they don't live. So it's always good to practice safe catch and release, like on that one. All right, so as I was rudely interrupted over here from the first fish, I'm gonna show you my setup here. Running a 7-foot rod, media action, so it's got a little limber tip on it. And I'm just running straight braid. 50-pound braid is my main line. I was out here a couple years ago using the downriggers. As I hooked the fish, it came off. Coming up, right at the surface, I saw one of the trout was actually going for the downrigger clip. So I had a friend of mine, he actually makes custom lures. And this is one that he made kind of to replicate the downrigger release. Looks pretty similar in the colors. So I'm gonna try this one first. These are actually built-to-bite lures. They're wooden plugs. And you can run them as fast as from 2 miles an hour up to 5 or 6 if you want. So I'll just be changing the speeds until the fish, until they until they tell me how fast they want to go. See how the action is on it. Guys, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's kind of darting back and forth, left and right. Let's go out. Let out about 75 feet. Oh, that looks good. 84. We got one rod that Kevin's using. He's using the downrigger, so he's going a little bit deeper. He actually can really target and drop it down exactly to what depth he wants to go. But with mine, I'm just running a straight line, no downrigger or weight. So I kind of want to angle the rod tip towards the water to keep that lure down there working. See the rod tip, how it's pulsating like that? That lure's working right. Already been out here for about 20 minutes. I think I'm gonna try something a little bit different and try a little bit deeper. Seemed like Kevin had got that one about 20 feet deep or so. I'll crank this up and change my rod here. All right, so I've got this kind of a similar setup as what I showed you before, but this time I'm gonna use this is an old jig I made. I actually took off the hooks. I'm gonna use this as a weight to kind of get the line down a little more deeper than just what the lure is running. This lure by itself is probably only going about 5 to 7 feet, so with the 1 ounce, that'll get me down another 4 or 5 more feet if I let out about 120 feet of line. Set this up here. I just got my slider here, and I'll attach the weight to the slider. And that could work as like an attractor. I don't know, the fish might see it, they won't be able to get hooked on it, but might kind of attract them. A little flash to it, green and purple. And I've got a 30-pound leader about 6 feet long to a duo snap swivel. We'll let her out. Oh yeah, it looks much better. Oh, that looks good there. Oh, fish on! Oh, maybe let's hit something there. Got a short strike there. Oh, fish on! Fish on, baby! Yeah! See, I just changed the weight on it. Oh, man, look at the rod. Oh,
Nice fish?
yeah, it feels good right here. Man, did you see that? You see the hit? Nice, he came up and hit it once and came right back for it.
Let me drive.
I wonder if it was the same fish. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Huh? Oh, it's nice. Feels pretty good. Want to get the net? Ready?
Yeah.
1. Yeah!
Yeah,
Woo!
that's all you-
Keeper!
Now if you come-
Looks like we might be eating dinner tonight. Nice. So we're gonna measure this guy first, but I think he's gonna keep. Oh, perfect. Hook came right out. Let's make sure he's good. Put him up here. That's 19 and 3/4 inches. Perfect. Go ahead and bonk him and then bleed him.
You want the...
Yeah, what do we got? We got a little bonker here.
I don't see anything.
Right there in the head. Oh, another fish on. Yeah, we're gonna be eating tonight. Well, we know this lure here was built to bite.
Keep off of it.
Did he? This is it right here. A little scrappy guy, but the little built to bite. This is it right here. It's working. We'll call this one. Let's just call this one the downrigger. Downrigger built to bite. Nice. You need net or? You got him off? Nice. Let's get this fish in the ice. And we're gonna set the rods right back out. Drop the old downrigger lure back in. That's 15, 30, and 70. Back to the magic number, 70 feet. Well, it seems like as we started catching fish back there, more boats showed up, so I think we're gonna pull up the gear and run north of the lake right now. Just crank up the rods and make the run. It's about 4 miles from here. It might take us 10 or 15 minutes in the little butter boat.
Man's boat.
That was good. Well, we're finally up here. I don't know, I think we broke one of the rules. Don't leave fish to go find fish. I think I might try a little bit deeper. It's a little bit warmer outside. I don't know, maybe the fish have went down. It just seemed like up where we're at, there was a lot of boat pressure. We stopped getting bites, but maybe they just actually went deeper. We're gonna drop down to gonna go down about 100 poles, 100 feet on the line counter. That looks good, 101. Sun's out, pretty high and bright. Might try this like a neon. See if that works. Pretty bright. See if it's bright outside. Use bright colors. I don't know. Switch this one on. Drag's pretty loose. You must take a bite to get a bite. Oh, we gave it the last 10 minutes. I think we're gonna pull the boat out and we'll see you over there at the cleaning station.
Late night.
Peace.
Belay.
Well, it's about that time. Gonna keep the fish whole. Just thinking of this recipe, citrus infused trout. So we're just gonna gut it, leave the head on, and keep everything whole.
Don't look like much in the stomach at all. Empty stomach.
Back to the campsite we go. Gonna be doing a citrus infused trout. Got a few oranges. Got a lemon. Some tahini seasoning. Put some pepper on it. That looks pretty good. And the tahini. Sprinkle that right inside. Cut up some slices of lemon. Let's do about 3 of them. That looks good. Got our oranges here. Just gonna try and fill Squeeze out the orange juice into the little injector here. Try and get some pulp in there with it. Got a little bit of lemon we'll put in with it. It's a little bit difficult. I'm just holding this little hole right here on the little needle that goes in. We just squeeze a little bit of orange. That's pretty full. Stuffing it right inside the belly. Now I think I'm gonna wrap everything in foil. Once it starts cooking, the juice is gonna wanna come out, so I wanna keep that in there for the flavor. Just cut a piece of foil. We'll squeeze it in, let's see what happens. Alright, it's about up to 400 degrees. Thinking about maybe 8 minutes on each side. 8 minutes, flip it over. Just wait and see what happens. I don't know, it's been about 8 minutes. I think I'm gonna flip it over, try another 8 minutes. And we'll take a look at it here in a bit. Alright, well it's been about 16 minutes. 8 minutes on each side. It's probably done or close. Take a look. Man, smells good. Let's see. Ooh. Alright, so here's the taste test now. Try one of these oranges first. Pretty moist. Real good.
Good?
Pretty good. Wanna try it out?
Yeah. Where's a piece?
Try a little slice on it.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the video and coming along with me on this adventure. If you haven't already, feel free to follow me on Instagram at The Other Fishing Channel. We'll see you on the water soon.